Hello everyone, just giving you another update. Today is August the 30th, 2023, Wednesday. Just trying to give you an update where I stand. Yesterday I had my 4th chemo treatment. So far today and yesterday, I'm okay. Not feeling much like eating again. I had a protein shake and some water, and I just stopped and bought some Pedialyte. When I went in for my chemo yesterday, they're having a very hard time finding my veins, and that's due to mostly dehydration. I'm trying to drink water, but it's tough. I get as much as I possibly can in. Then I ended up they stuck me 8 times. 3 different girls. They ended up 8 times before they found the vein to put the IV in. But they finally got it. Anyway, so I got my chemo yesterday. I don't feel so bad today. I'm not sure where I left off last week, or the last time, but last week's after the chemo, I was laid up, couldn't function, and I think it was a combination of, number one, the chemo, the lack of nutrition that I had gotten, and some dehydration, and the Lyrica. The way they started my Lyrica out was, and a few videos back I was telling you about that shooting, that skewer pain that I was getting. And after I had told them that, they told me to take the Lyrica, and they prescribed it, but they had prescribed it even before I told them about the skewer pain. But the way they had me set up was, you take 75 milligrams twice a day for 2 days, and then you go to 150 milligrams twice a day. Well, last week, or when I started that, I did it the right way, and I went up to 150 milligrams. And it just made me dizzy, and it made me extremely tired. I could not get out of bed. I was really incapable of functioning. So on Monday, when I talked to Dr. Lukens, he gave me, I explained it to him, and he said, maybe what we'll do is drop you back down to 75 milligrams a day. I'm sorry, 75 milligrams twice a day, instead of 150 twice a day. So I agreed with him. I said, I'll get that prescription, and first sign of pain, I'll start taking it again, because I don't want to take it if I don't need to. So I got the prescription today, as a matter of fact. And he also told me that, because usually what happens is, if I have my chemo on Tuesday, and then I end up, usually they give you the dexamethasone and Zofran and all these fluids and stuff through the IV, and it makes you feel pretty good. That's how it was the first 3 times anyway. You get out of there and you want to eat a steak, and you get all your nutrients and all your protein and stuff, calories, on that day of chemo day, and a little bit the next day. But last week, what ended up happening was, after chemo, I was okay. I ate pretty good after chemo. I was okay the next day. So Tuesday, Wednesday, I was okay. Thursday, Friday, couldn't function. Almost didn't make it to the hospital for my treatments. I just couldn't even get out of bed. I was lethargic. It was everything. It was stomach pains, stomach cramps. So I stopped the Lyrica on Thursday, and they tell you not to stop it without talking to your doctor first, but we called on Friday to get advice, and nobody ever called me back, unfortunately, but that's the weekend. It's neither here nor there. But so when I spoke to him the other day, he reduced the Lyrica. I feel like I'm a little bit better since I stopped the Lyrica now, but my appetite is still not good. As I said, I just bought some Pedialyte to try and just take over the next few days to keep my hydration level up. Water itself is good, but this cisplatin leaves a terrible taste in your mouth, and even drinking water is awful. It's terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you when I say chemotherapy is awful. I'm down another 5 pounds this week. I'm going to try and work on that. If nothing else, try and drink my calories. But drinking Ensure, protein shakes, it's not solid food, and it's even hard to get down. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I have water right next to me. And, I'm starting to find if I drink it out of a glass instead of a plastic bottle, I'm a little better. Taste is okay, a little bit better. But this metal taste that's in your mouth, it doesn't go away throughout chemo. I mean, it's just there. You feel like you have this horrible taste in your mouth. Nothing you put in there helps. I had one person tell me that spicy food might help. Problem is I'm also having radiation treatments. So I gotta be careful what I put in my mouth. Can't put spicy stuff in there, I'll go through the roof. The inside of my throat is burned already. So let's get to that. So this morning I just had my 20th treatment. I finished up the Proton treatments. And what happened was, I don't know if I said this before, I'm pretty sure I did. My doctor decided on a blended treatment for me. In other words, not all proton, not all radiation. The first half of my treatments, which ended last week, were proton treatments. So now I'm into regular radiation. The difference? My proton treatments, I explained about the mask and how long it was being in there. Some days you're in there 35, 40 minutes getting the treatment. And that's the machine changing angles and, setting it up to be precise so that the beam is less invasive and causes less side effects, less damage to your throat, your glands, and everything else. Epiglottis, everything else that's inside this little throat of yours. With the radiation, you still wear the mask. You go in, and they put you on the table. It's a little bit more setting up of the maneuver of the body to make sure that you're lined up properly. But today, from start to finish, I think I was in there 10 minutes, tops, maybe even less. So you lay on the table, you get the mask on, they send you in, they take a couple x-rays to make sure everything is lined up properly. Once those x-rays are done, you'll hear the x-ray machine, or the radiation turn on. And if I counted properly, you can hear it. And it sounds like the beams are going up and down and, covering this whole area from here to here, up to here to here. And it seems like it's 3 segments of about 30 seconds each. And it's quick. Not as precise, of a hit as the Proton machine, but a lot faster. Is it a good thing, a bad thing? I don't know. What I will tell you, and I talked to Dr. Lukens about this the other day, is I have a large patch of hair that's gone off the back of my head in the area of my brainstem down, and a little bit on this side, and it's not neck, it's up into my hair. And I thought it was from the radiation. When I talked to Dr. Lukens, he said, no, that's from the Proton. I don't know. One way or another. It doesn't matter because I do a fade and I shave. There's no hair back there anyway. When I actually get a haircut, just from away from home now. Get my haircut done here. So, but anyway, that being said, he said there's a chance the hair may come back. There's a chance it may not. Big whoop. I don't care. So anyway, so I have, as of today, I have 15 more radiation treatments left. I have 3 more chemo treatments left. I'll be spending my birthday here. September 7th is my birthday, so that's okay. I got to get better, or there won't be any more birthdays. So, we got Labor Day coming up. That's going to be one day of missed treatment, but we should be out of here by September 21st, if all goes well. As far as my throat, the way it feels right now, my skin's burning a little bit. It's red. And I got some blotches on the side. You can see the like brown blotches. The skin from here up to here, from like my torso up, is red. When I take my shirt off, you can see it. It looks like it's standing out in the sun with a low neck shirt on. But that's normal. It's radiation. I'm having a little bit of tongue swelling. Still able to swallow water, still able to swallow food. It's not the mouth or the throat that's preventing me from eating. It's the downright, and it's not nausea, it's the feeling of being full all the time. Don't think I can eat anything. And I'm still doing the grape juice. That seemed to be helping until recently. This last week or so, man, what a bugger. And I didn't get that initial jolt when they gave me the chemo and the dexamethasone yesterday. And I also talked to my nurse oncologist and Dr. Lukens, and I had told him about that third day just fall off the face of the earth and total just, I don't know how to explain it, just lethargic. And so when I talked to Lukens said talk to the nurse psychologist and perhaps she can do something to spread the dexamethasone out to reduce that drastic drop off. So talked to her and she said yeah, and she was reluctant to do it the last couple of times because I did mention that. I asked if I should actually have some dexamethasone or a steroid on the side to take only if I need to, because I had those instances where my neck swelled up so much in my throat, I was afraid I was going to block my airways. And I just said just in case of emergency, and she told me flat out no. That comes with a whole different bunch of side effects. We're trying to prevent damage to your kidneys, so we wouldn't want to do that. So I talked to her yesterday, and she said that all my blood levels are good, all my functions are good. When I told her what Dr. Lukens said, she said, yeah, we can prescribe you some more dexamethasone to take. And she told me how. I didn't even look at it yet, but it's a step, just a little bit to help possibly keep me eating, keep the swelling down, and to keep me from falling off that cliff, so I can drive to UPenn and drive to my appointments every day. So we're gonna see how that works. There's a couple of different things I'm gonna try and see what I can do. I've been getting a lot of rest, especially the last 10, 15 days. I'm getting a lot of rest, 8 hours or better. As much as I'd like to exercise, I have to be careful, because the downside of that is you're burning calories. You're not taking calories in enough to support a run on the treadmill and, work out with weights. I'll be 110 pounds, and that's not what I want. It's not going to help me get to where I need to be. So I'd love to be exercising. I can't wait till the day I can get back to it again. But for right now, it's a matter of calorie count, not burning them, and resting as much as possible. And I got to get food in me somehow. Again, we're getting to the end of this. We're over the hump now. We're more than halfway. But I've been against the feeding tube since the beginning. I just think it opens me up for infection and things I don't want. I'm going to continue to try and fight against that. But the only way to do that is to get food and water down my throat and get the nutrition I need. Because if I continue to keep losing weight, they are going to require me to go to the hospital and have the feeding tube put in. So as hard as it is, I'll try and keep getting some kind of nutrition every day and rest. Other than that, I have to say I'm anxious to get done. Again, I won't know until December if I'm cancer-free, because that's when my next scan will be. But I have to believe in what they say. I believe in the treatment. And I just got to keep going. One day at a time. And that's what I'm doing. And for anybody else out there that I'm making these videos for, just trying to keep you posted on what this process is like, if you're going to have to go through it, give you encouragement to let you know you can do it. I am not a Superman by any means, but I'm determined. Not ready to go yet. 53, 54 years old, I'm not. And I feel like I have a lot more to do. So, if you're out there and you watch my videos from the first one, and the best of luck to you if you have to go through this. It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. But as I've said before in the videos, buckle up the chin strap. Buckle up the chin strap, and you just keep moving forward. And you check them off on the calendar one day at a time. And pray a lot, because that's what I do. Pray a lot. God owes me nothing, but I beg him for help every day. Alright, that's enough for this video. It's another long-winded one. I apologize. I get carried away sometimes. But I'll try and keep you posted. Depending on how I feel and how things go, I try and make as many videos as I can, but you don't want to see me laying here in dire straits, not being able to really talk. So I do it when I can. So until next time, peace out, man. God bless.